What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt's Wrestling Recap. Let's get right into the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. What did you think about the show, Matthew?
Right when the show opened up, Joe Tessitore talks about how Raw is moving to Netflix, right? And come October 7th, Raw is going to be 2 hours until their Netflix debut. So we got a few months of a 2 hour Monday Night Raw, and it's coming just about this time next month. What do you think about a 2 hour show?
I don't know, man. SmackDown, they seem to struggle a little bit getting everybody on it that we want to see.
Mm,
But let's get into tonight's show, man. It certainly delivered, and it kicked off with Wyatt 6 Chaos as we saw an eight-person street fight
I
match between American Made and the Wyatt Six.
I thought this was going to be like a either main event or co-main or probably just like the midway mark to the show, but it opened the show. American Made stood no chance here. Honestly, a 5-star match all around. It was a street fight, I think. People going through tables, candlesticks being thrown. It was awesome. Great match. But what does this mean for Wyatt Six? Who's their next victim, right? I think hopefully within the next coming week or so, we're going to find out who.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Fire hydrants, kendo sticks. It was just a mess. People going through tables certainly got the crowd on their feet. What
Mm.
got the crowd on their feet next is we had a women's tag team championship match following this, and the hits just kept coming.
It kept coming, and the reason they did this tag team match is because they're in Canada. They want a little headliner. Sure. Unholy Union, Bianca Belair, and Jade Cargill. Of course, we get the champs to remain champs here. Was a good call. Decent matchup, but Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, they stand no chance at this moment. Bret Hart, let's move forward. This man, apparently he wasn't feeling the best. I was kind of reading all over that he actually may almost have not shown up this week, and it was because he was feeling under the weather, apparently. He looked low key like watching him walk backstage. He did show up, right? But like he kind of looked out of it, not gonna lie. Now that people say he was sick under the weather, like looking at him, how he was backstage, he was good in the ring, but like it looked like he didn't want to be there. I hate to say it. I think if it's true with him, feeling under the weather, I could totally see that.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely wishing Bret Hart a speedy recovery dealing with whatever he's dealing with health-wise. But Sami Zayn came to save his bacon, you could say, as Gunther was just bad-mouthing the best in the world, Bret Hart, and Sami Zayn, being a fellow Canadian, was having none of it.
I thought Gunther was going to bring up Shawn Michaels, but he ended up bringing up Bill Goldberg. Even
Oh,
more of a
so
troll. For
so
people that
good.
get it, they get it. If you don't, then you're just under a rock here. But it was good stuff. Sami Zayn, he no matter where he is, he gets the crowd on him, especially in home country. You know what I mean? Liv Morgan alongside Dom here, who takes on Dragon Lee. Tessitore made a really funny remark about Dominic being in Calgary and how Calgary is if one of the cleanest cities in the world, apparently. And Dirty Dom has entered the city. Tessitore, he's got jokes, man. Mysterio pinned Lee here. Nice frog splash. And Judgment Day, they're a dominant, destructive faction thus far. Is it going to pair off in the near future with what we're going to have later on with Ray and Finn Balor? Lyra Valkyria, Zelina Vega versus Pure Fusion Collective. Who's their mystery tag team partner?
Who could it be?
Who could it be? Who's a woman that hasn't been seen on television in just about 2, 3 months and is from Canada? Who could it be? Natalia. Didn't see that coming. They defeat Pure Fusion Collective, as you like to call them, Forehead Gang.
Oh,
There's another word I could say, but I don't think that's proper for
YouTube. Yeah, no.
correct. Goes against the guidelines there, but I think we all know. Cool stuff. I don't know. I call them like no pop collective. There's no pop whatsoever when their music hits. Hate to say it, but a pop next. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. Who's going to continue this feud? Drew McIntyre. He was outside in this arena and he was feeling it this week. Like he beat CM Punk. He's feeling good, but he kind of goes over to Wade Barrett. Think about it. Everybody's been bickering against CM Punk besides this one guy, and it's Wade Barrett who's on commentary. He's the heel along with Drew McIntyre for this feud, and he's standing up to CM Punk. What is he going to do to this company? Well, Wade Barrett and Drew are on the same side here. Drew nearly wanted to kind of turn on Wade. Interesting stuff. Could Wade be coming back to the ring the way they just kind of unfolded that
I would
and
love it.
turn the tables? Cool stuff. It's not over yet. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Bad Blood, Adam Pearce makes it official. No CM Punk this week, but it's going to be a Hell in a Cell come October. Hopefully, this is the very last of them two, and Adam Pearce for sure hope so.
Yeah, man. Give it to me 3 for 3. These two just keep going back and forth. And their first two matches were 5-star matches, in my opinion. So give me a third one. But I will say, speaking of Wade Barrett and Joe Tessitore, these two are gelling on the commentary booth
Mm.
so well. I give Joe Tessitore credit, his second Raw. And you know what? He's really adding some life to the commentary table for sure.
Dude's been good. The tone of his voice, the way that the show runs, it flows. And sometimes there's people that narrate the show and it's not a good flow. But his voice, the way he talks, it works. He's a fan of professional wrestling. It's good stuff and it's working. I think they're gonna hopefully keep him on. He's doing great work. Finn Balor, Rey Mysterio. Finn Balor looked great here. Rey Mysterio, I mean, good stuff from this dude too. But man, Finn Balor, he didn't just like beat Rey Mysterio, he defeated him. I was curious how they were going to do this, and it ended up being Finn Balor going over that 5 count with a submission over Rey Mysterio on the ropes. Interesting stuff. Finn Balor taking out Rey Mysterio not once, I think it was like 2 or 3 times outside the ring. I think it's going to write Rey off the TV a little bit, maybe. But what do they got going on with Finn Balor? Is he going to be in the singles division? Is he going to still continue with Judgement Day? I think so. They haven't really teased any dissension with that right now, but I'm hoping we get some type of change with Finn in the future. Maybe he'll turn into that face that everybody loves and give us that demon persona. There's still so much more that can go on with Finn and Judgment Day. I mean, it's not going to last forever.
This new Judgment Day just caused havoc throughout the night. As
Mm.
earlier in the night, we saw them absolutely brutalize Rhea Ripley and Damien Priest, hitting them with Rhea's crutch. And this new Judgment Day, man, they're here to stay and they're not messing around. And if they have it their way, they're taking all the gold. That's what they said.
Good catch. No matter who comes out, I mean, it's Bianca Belair, it's Liv Morgan, it's Rhea Ripley. I mean, all women get a pop. But Rhea, I'll tell you right now, she gets that monster pop.
Oh,
She totally
so
does. Main event time, Ilya Dragunov, Pete Dunne, Braun Strowman, and main event, Jey Uso. Fatal 4-way number of contenders, I believe, here. Winner takes on the badass for that IC title, Braun Breaker. Such a good match. I think everybody knew what was going to happen here with the winner. The tables turned here with Braun Strowman standing alongside the announcer's table. And out of nowhere, they aimed this perfectly and timed it with the camera. Bronson Reed coming out and jumping over a barricade and smashing Braun Strowman through the announcer's table. It worked out perfectly. He got a great pop. Pete Dunne nearly pulled off the win here, but Jey Uso came back in and snagged it last second. Great stuff. Great main event. Jey Uso, Braun Breaker stares him down to end the show here. Man, are they going to pull the plug with Jey Uso? I for sure hope so. I do. But Braun Breaker, he's still fresh. There's still a lot to do with him as IC champ. But are they going to pull the plug on him this quick? And Jey Uso, if there's somebody who's more deserving and ready for a title, it's that dude. They can't hold it over anymore.
I think you're 100% right, man. I completely agree. This feud is going to be excellent. I don't see it ending in just one match. I say give them kind of what we're seeing on SmackDown with Andrade and Carmelo Hayes. Give us a best of three
Mm.
series, best of 5 series, and let them just go at it. But you know what? In my heart of hearts, Jey Uso is so over. I love Braun Breaker. I'm really 50-50 on this thing. I
Can we
don't.
just go that? I agree. And they're going to pull the plug on it, I think. But can we just talk about one more thing before we hang up here? Hell in a Cell, Bad Blood, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. I mean, it's the beginning of the end here. I'm pumped.
Oh man, it's literally going to be a bloodbath, aka they're having it at Bad Blood. what a perfect fit. I cannot wait for this pay-per-view coming up in October. Perfect way to start off the season premiere on Monday Night Raw. Let us know what you guys thought about the show. Always like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Until then, peace out. This has been KozMatt. Thanks for watching.